All the women in the Odyssey put together could have been an email. But look, it's not just Nolan who doesn't know how to write women. He's just following a foundational trope across fiction that a woman's entire existence is really only meant to be in service of a man's potential. And this is a global phenomenon. Consider this popular Korean folktale. In it, a princess marries a beggar and teaches him to read, fight, and ultimately become a general so he can fulfill his potential. It's told as a love story, but the love seems pretty one sided. What matters in the story is his rise, his success, his potential. But what about hers? Because you'll notice that women are generally evaluated only on their present value, while men get the benefit of all of their future potential combined. And I'm not just talking fiction. Remember Brock Turner from the infamous Stanford rape case? When he was convicted, his dad begged the court to not ruin his son's life over just 20 minutes of action. The ruling judge himself expressed concern that a longer sentence would have a severe impact on Turner's bright future. And when it comes to boardrooms, it's well documented that venture capitalists tend to ask male founders about the growth potential of their business, while they ask female founders about the risks. Now, what's ironic is that for how little value a woman's life carries in these stories, her death generates a big narrative value. Just think of the countless action heroes that are all avenging a dead wife that we meet only in fuzzy flashbacks at the beginning of the movie. This trope is actually so common, there's even a word for it: fridging. It was named in 1999 by comic writer Gail Simone, after the character Green Lantern had his girlfriend murdered and stuffed in his fridge, as a way to kickstart his hero's journey. It's such a cliche that it actually made the dictionary in 2025. So knowing all this, let's take a look at what the women of the Odyssey are busy doing for 3 hours. Penelope waits for decades at home, biding time until Odysseus can come save the day. Calypso falls in love with Odysseus for reasons unexplained and traps him on the island for 7 years. Helen is used as an excuse to start a war that's actually about trade routes and becomes disfigured in the process. And Athena may or may not be Odysseus's own guilt, projected onto the face of a girl that some of his troops killed in Troy. None of these women have an interior life of their own, nor are we, as the audience, prompted to care about such things. The only reason that they matter at all is because they have some sort of relationship to a man. The foundational disposability of women is not a side effect of these stories. It is the entire arc of their character development. So if we're tired of this and want things to change, we need to stop calling these stories timeless, when in reality, they're just familiar and uninspired. And if we're going to insist on retelling these stories generation after generation, it's high time that we fully reimagine them.